Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishchita, and first up, it's cops versus residents in Lakshmipuram. The residents erupted in protest against the KG Halli police last night, blaming them for the death of Pradeep, a resident there. The accused inspector has also been suspended. Meanwhile, in the backdrop of the unrest, Pradeep's body has been shifted to the Chamrajpet cremation grounds. Well, in fact, these are the live visuals that you see on your television screens, where friends, family members and well-wishers coming in to pay their last respects to Pradeep, who killed himself after being humiliated by the police for 48 long hours. The police are leaving nothing to chance and have made strict arrangements to ensure that the crowd of 200-odd well-wishers of the deceased do not cause problems. The body was taken to the cremation centre without being sent back to his house, and this has raised many questions. Several residents took to the streets against the atrocities that were meted out to him and have resorted to vandalism in protest. It all started when the resident of the area, Pradeep, was taken in for interrogation for knocking on the wrong door in an inebriated state. Pradeep claimed that he was tortured by the cops and beaten brutally when in custody. Now these are the live visuals that you see on your television screens after a bit of tension. Now we see family members and well-wishers paying their last respects to young Pradeep, who lost his life. While on one hand there are reports that emerged that said that he was a lech and that he would make vulgar gestures at his tenant. On the other hand, his family members and well-wishers claim that he was a very, very decent chap and that the police officials tortured him for the greed of money. So these are the scenes being witnessed at the Chamrajpet crematorium, where the final rites are being conducted. 26-year-old Pradeep was taken to the police station on Tuesday after his tenant complained with the police that he had tried to rape her. It was a verbal complaint though, and last night when Pradeep, who could not bear the humiliation that was meted out to him for 48 long hours in police custody, could not take it more, he decided to end it all and committed suicide. And violent clashes broke out between the public and the police at Lakshmipura yesterday evening after a section of people went on a rampage while protesting against the death of the youth. The mob set ablaze a Cheetah motorcycle of patrolling staff, alleging that police atrocity drove him to suicide. Police resorted to mild lathi charge to disperse the mob. The body of the youth was shifted to the morgue after the situation was brought under control. Although, as per Hindu traditions, the final rites being conducted for Pradeep, and the Bangalore Police Commissioner M.N. Reddy and Additional Commissioner of Police for Law and Order Alok Kumar, who also were at the spot of violence yesterday, suspended C.D. Nagaraj, who is the station house officer of Kempegowda Nagar Police Station, as well as the two constables who were involved in this crime. All three have been suspended. In fact, the relatives of young Pradeep went on the rampage and blocked the roads to protest against the alleged police atrocity. Well, Pradeep lived with his parents at Lakshmipura on the third floor of the building, which is owned by his father Iranna. They had rented the second floor out of their house to another cab driver who lived in the building with his wife. And it is said that Pradeep, who used to consume alcohol and used to make vulgar gestures at the tenant's wife, and 3 days ago he tried to gain entry into her house when her husband was not present, and that's when she informed the police officials as she was petrified and he was taken into custody. But on the other hand, Pradeep's relatives claim that it was all a misunderstanding as he was drunk and hence he knocked on the doors to object the dumping of waste in the building, and the woman suspected that he was trying to gain entry, and that's when all hell broke loose. But unfortunately, it is the police officials who are to be blamed here if the allegations are true. It is said that the police officials, without an FIR, without a complaint, a formal complaint, had physically abused Pradeep, had not given him his clothes or food or water, and that they had even demanded money from his friends to get him released. Eventually, they had to pay up around 15,000 rupees to get Pradeep released, but unable to bear the humiliation and harassment, he ended it all. Well, my colleague Deepak joins us with all the latest details in the case. Well, Deepak, what more can you tell us? What is the situation like?
Nishita, we are right now at the police station while the body is being cremated. Then Alok Kumar is present at the police station. He is interrogating some of the people who were present that night when he was arrested. Of course, right now there is no confirmation as to if the other two constables have been arrested, Nishita, but Alok Kumar has come out and said that any person who has involved here for dereliction of duty, he will be appropriate action will be taken against him. That's the message that he has given out. He's pretty stern in his stand that this particular matter will not be left to die down just like that, and appropriate action will be taken not just against the inspector but all the other people involved. But as per the other two constables and their suspension stand, as of now there is no confirmation on that because he is still inside the police station. He is yet to confirm as to what exactly what exact action will be taken against the other people involved, and we'll have to wait and watch if it was just those two other constables in question or if any more people got involved that particular night when he was arrested. And over a period of 2 days while he was in the police station, if they have not gone on to file an FIR, they're not gone on to take a complaint, we'll have to wait and watch what exactly happens.
And also we understand that the 3 cops involved in this case have been suspended, but a departmental inquiry is something that the additional police commissioner had promised. Any update on that front, Deepak?
Yes, that is why Alok Kumar is here. He's the one who will be taking over the particular investigation in this particular case. As of now, he's the one who is dealing with all the situation here. He has himself made his way to the Kempegowda Nagar police station. So he's right now inside the police station. He's speaking to the inspector and the other concerned officials who are inside the police station, and he will be doing exact check on what exactly is happening.
Absolutely, and also we understand that despite the suspensions, the friends and family members of Pradeep are not happy. They're still angry over the incident, and rightfully so. What are they demanding at the moment, Deepak?
As of now, they are in the cremation site, but of course they are demanding that they're demanding some answers in the first place as to why such an incident has taken place in the police station. While when the police are expected to safeguard the people, they themselves have gone on to save an innocent 25-year-old person's life. That's their main concern. Right now they are demanding that not just strict action against the policemen involved in this. They want answers as to why there was no FIR filed and why, even when they came here, the police went down to an extent of not even allowing a bottle of water to be sent inside to be given to him. So they are demanding answers from the policemen. And of course they will be expecting stern action against the police. Yesterday they were furious as to they wanted to take the matter into their own hands. They wanted not just the suspension. They wanted him to be probably removed from police service. So we'll have to exactly wait and watch what the family right now will get. This is of course their demand. There are plenty of demands from the family members, but it all depends on what right now the District Commissioner takes a call on, Mr.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details. Well, in fact, Pradeep Hirannaya Kumar breathed his last after committing suicide last night, and ever since there has been absolute unrest in Lakshmipura area. Well, cricketer Sreesanth, who has been out of action for a really long time now from the cricket pitch, was seen at the Kollur Mookambika temple. The cricketer, who is a regular visitor at the Kollur Mookambika temple this time, offered prayers there. After visiting the temple, Sreesanth expressed his strong belief that he would be returning to the Team India by 2015 World Cup. But one wonders if Sreesanth is really serious about what he meant. Well, Satish Vishwanathan, a cricket expert and senior journalist, now joins us over the phone line. Well, Satish, after all the hoopla around the spot fixing scandal, do you think it's really possible for someone like Sreesanth to come back to the team, especially when you have younger and better players in the offing?
Look, as I say, nothing in life can be ruled out. But if at all he comes back, I think most of us can change our names. It's just kind of a situation. He's basically a very confused young chap. He's not too old, but he's very, very confused. He's not really sure what he wants to do. So these are all, he's gone to a temple, so he has to say something. I don't think we should take him seriously at all.
But also, especially since he's preparing for his television debut, you think that it's all the more a reason for us to not believe that statement?
Look, yeah, in a way, because if you're playing cricket today, there's so much of cricket and there's so much things happening, you've got to concentrate on that. Making a comeback, it takes a lot more to make a comeback than when you're in the, within the team. So for him to be doing something else, obviously distracting him from the game. And to play at the highest level, we all know how much hard work it takes. So whether he can, whether he's working side by side alongside all his film careers or television careers, and then also training for cricket, practicing somewhere. What is he doing? I don't know. But I think it's a very difficult combination as such. You can have another profession, but you can't have two professions.
Right, Satish, thank you for speaking to us and sharing your expertise with us. Well, there we have it. Satish Vishwanathan, the cricket expert, believes that it is very, very unlikely at this point in time for Sreesanth to make a comeback to the playing 11 for India. But on the other hand, it seems like even as Sreesanth is expressing strong belief that he will be returning to the team and that he has that faith, the cricketer is sporting a six-pack. Yes, in fact, that's true. It is learned that the new look is part of his makeover for his upcoming movies. The youngster has already made his career change. The first leg of it started with his frequent appearances on the mini screen with television reality shows. Sreesanth will make his cine debut with Telugu movie, which has